Yeah, so hello everyone, welcome to today's video. This is Shanmugaraj. We are continuing our journey on organization project management. Today we're going to discuss about OPM governance, which is the fourth critical element, core element in OPM. What are things OPM governance team is involved? What are the areas they cover? Let's look at it. OPM governance will include all levels of organization. It will navigate from executive, portfolio, program and projects, even in operations as well. OPM governance includes representation from any business unit that has impact, influence or involvement in portfolios, programs and projects. Right? So OPM governance may not be portfolio leader or executive leader. It can be of anyone from any business unit. It can be represented. OPM governance provides leadership involvement and leadership support to teams that are executing or the performing organizations. It supports organization success by doing these 5 activities. Those are forming clear, well understood agreements as to the ways as a sponsor. It supports organization success by describing the degree of autonomy and responsibility for portfolio, program and project organizations. It also helps in alignment with the strategic goals. It also helps in creating a robust set of KPIs and establishing respective decision making boards and ensuring the results are aligned with the business benefits. So these are the 5 areas OPM governance infrastructure is supporting the organizational success. Let's look at the governance hierarchy. If you look at that, there are hierarchy defined in that there is A, B, C is there. You see the structure of portfolios, programs and the subsidiary programs and projects, how the communication happens between each other governance mechanisms and how the feedback is going along. The path A represents the governance policies and practices, governance oversight and support, governance control, governance integration and governance decision making, right? So from the upper level, all these activities is happening, portfolio to program, program to subsidiary programs, right? So subsidiary programs to projects. So this how all these policies are transmitted, the controls and integration, decision making is happening from top to down, right? From if you look at that path B, the performance report, change request, escalated issues and risks, the benefit capability and delivery. So this is the feedback is going from program to portfolio in terms of reports, escalations, right? Benefits capability deliveries, all those things going as an input to the one level up. Similarly from projects to program it goes, right? So this is how the governance hierarchy and its related activities are working out. Let's understand OPM governance infrastructure. What are the factors they will consider as part of an assessment, right? So OPM governance system will govern portfolios and programs and projects, right? So what are the areas or factors it is going to consider for assessment? So it might use following factors like prioritization of portfolios and programs and projects, right? And portfolio program and project size like budget, duration, team size, etc. Portfolio program and project risk profile, a number of risk, PI score, status, etc. Resourcing requirements like funding, nature of portfolio, program or project, whether it is a regulatory or strategic, what is the nature of the portfolio or program or project, and the interdependencies. standalone or cross-functional teams or like that. So these are the factors, based on which they do some kind of assessment, and they decide, budget, the leadership, right? Based on the risk and funding, availability of skilled resources, nature of the projects, it's a regulatory one or something. So according to that, you will decide the prioritization, etc. And finally, let's look at what are the different governance entities going to be established. There is an executive governance entity where mainly it involve include senior executives and board members. Responsibility of executive governance entity is to establish an open communication channel with the OPM governance entity. Right, so executive governance entity sits on top of OPM governance entity. If it's a small company, OPM governance and executive governance might be same, right? So OPM governance entity, ensures OPM infrastructure aligning with organization strategy, right? Ensures all the key roles are staffed with the skilled people like portfolio managers, PMO leaders. So it ensures that all the key roles are staffed, monitors the output of portfolio monitoring process, right? Reviews audit results in the areas of portfolio program and project management. Regularly interviews the key OPM stakeholders to measure the satisfaction. Dealing with inefficiencies in the OPM infrastructures and approaches, and getting the feedback appropriately. Making changes in the infrastructure or approach, right? So these are the OPM governance entity activities includes. Another two governance entities are portfolio and program governance entity and project management governance entity, which is sits below that, comes below that OPM governance entity. Portfolio and program governance entity follows a similar model to OPM governance body. Here the portfolio and program managers report on benefit realization. So we have seen that in hierarchy as well, right? Governance hierarchy as well. So they report on benefit realization and any escalation or any conflict that require attention from a OPM perspective, OPM governance leaders or executive. The project management governance entity is like, main role is transmitting all the changes from the strategic levels, so that transmit to tactical level and execution level, and it identifying the impacted projects that may need reconsidering the budget, schedule, risk and other constraint, etc. So this project management governance can be done by a PMO, project management office, or it can be done by performed by program or portfolio leader. Okay, so I think we have come to the conclusion of today's video. Hope you got a nice video about OPM governance, been how the OPM governance has been working and been getting established, as part of core elements of OPM. Right, so hope you like this video. I'm looking for a feedback in terms of content, delivery mechanism, in terms of my improvement areas. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.